Really? As soon as I unmute the
Why'd
mic,
you
that's
unmute
the
me?
sound that you made.
Wait, what?
I was clearing
Oh
my
my
nose
God.
and she unmuted me. I thought I was safe. I thought this was
Horrible.
a safe space.
Well,
is
for
not a
everyone that
safe
heard
space.
Adam's
What's up, everybody?
weird noises, welcome
For
back.
anybody that didn't immediately sign off at that moment, welcome back.
Hi guys.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back, Yusuf.
We just had a long weekend. What'd you guys do? What car stuff? What's happening? What's new?
So I actually went to Import Expo Toronto. It was a really good show. They did a rollout for the first time, which was really cool, but not like 15 people standing on the side being, oh my god, that's so sick. Like a proper like sanctioned with like police blocking the road, like a full.
Wow.
nice.
There's a video. I was in my.
Oh, hey.
That's Omar filming it in my RX-7. They got telling me to go. Oh yeah, the RX-7. And then they
Nice.
did like a proper rollout, which was really cool. Probably Probably like a few hundred people. Probably like a few hundred people. Yeah, the road like properly blocked by the police officers. You can see my Tuning 365 sticker on the windshield. Shout out.
Shut up.
And there's a lot of cool cars. New Ford GT was there, a bunch of SVJs, like that kind of stuff, along with the regular tuner wide body low stuff. Both of those cars won. My
Fun.
photos are very centered around a certain brand.
Can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why. That's my car right there. Good fitment, as you guys can see.
Oh my god.
And yeah, the show was like a very good amount of attendance. It was like relatively busy.
Especially for so like early in the season.
Why don't car shows have places that food is cheap?
Not
This is
allowed.
my gripe. I spent $11 on a hot dog.
Here's the thing. No event of any kind has food that is cheap.
So this
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Except food truck festivals. And even
PASMAG,
then-
PASMAG
Even
hot
food
dogs.
truck festivals are messed up now. It's like $20 for nothing.
Yeah.
I know. PASMAG hot dogs is my new business idea that I'm proposing. We are going to sell glizzies at your
dogs.
nearest shows. Yeah, dog mag.
Dog
Wait,
mag.
That's probably taken. But yeah, it was a good show. Anybody else have any long weekend
Julia, have you started
funsies?
tinkering yet?
I started tinkering.
Tinkering
Just
with
leave
what?
that car alone.
I did. I lowered it again for the season.
Hell
Put
yeah.
my summers on.
Julia
You
You
told
have
me
summer
she got
tires
it.
on already?
Yeah.
Oh, you're ahead of the game.
Everything's sorted. I had an alignment yesterday too because it was a little funky when I got
Getting an
back in.
alignment is out of my tax bracket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I eyeball it with the boys and some string and be like, you know what, that's probably bless.
So one of the comments says, did Giuseppe build his car for the off-road expo?
Yeah.
Hey, well.
Yeah, apparently Yusuf was super excited that he got coilovers, but
I did get coils and
They're
come in
not
next-
honored-
They
they're
come in
not-
next weekend. They're well done.
yeah, that's
How
crazy.
annoying is well
yeah,
done.
a lot of 80
coilovers?
cars or 80s cars, it's like either
Yeah.
fabricate mounts or like weld it.
I also figured out for the first gen RX-7, you could run Fox body rear coilovers, AW11 MR2 rears on the front.
What?
Yeah, they bolt on. Same rates, same lengths. You could run E30 M3 fronts. You could, all 80s cars, you could mix and match the suspension
I
on.
guess, yeah, back then there wasn't like too much individuality. Like it was just, all right, part works, steal it and use it on your.
They're like pretty basic designs, but you could fit like 6 different cars on a first gen RX-7, all from the 80s that were all like relatively similar-ish category.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. All
What
right.
about you, Harjan? You mess with your car?
Yeah. So this past weekend, I've been sanding. I've been body
Ooh.
filler, bondo
Ooh.
sanding, bondo sanding, bondo sanding. Man, it sucks. But I'm so close. I did go to Mako over the weekend to get a quote for a paint job. So long gone are the days of the $500, $1,000 paint job that everyone would rave about on YouTube.
No
it was
kidding.
$4,500 for Mako.
More than
And
I can afford, pal.
That's
Dude,
insane.
I paid
We need a
just
button for
barely
that.
more than that for a professional paint job. So
That's crazy.
they're really messing up their market share.
So what's your plan, Harjan?
Definitely gonna have to find some guy like Yusuf's painter for his RX-7. I'm gonna have to find someone in a driveway that will just paint it for me.
Scams.
I thought I had it rough till I heard you were doing body work and bondo and sanding. That's the worst part of cars.
I hate it. It's like, man, I'm sitting there for like an hour sanding, and it feels like I've got nowhere. It's ass.
I got my cars ready. They're ready. It's time to like copy and paste engine and suspension from one 240 into the other, and hopefully be driving
That's gonna be sick.
very
Excited.
soon.
That's going to be sick. Adam,
Sooner than later.
for those of you that don't know, Adam's building the exact same car. Just like
Basically.
minorly
Yeah.
better.
A perfect version of the same car.
When he was
Everyone's
talking about
dream.
parting it out and selling it last year, crazy
Yes.
guy.
Gus
and
asked if I'm bringing it to Jersey. I don't know.
Joyzy.
We can't really talk about that.
Okay, guys. Adam and I were having this debate today, and we are going to bring this to the table and to our audience.
Yes.
What is the best all-around daily driver?
That's an impossible question.
It's an impossible question.
Audi RS6, brand new.
I'm saying the reasonable car
Yes,
enthusiast
absolutely.
Facebook Marketplace low to high special. I have a theory.
Diesel wagon.
That is my second choice.
Because that's what I'm going to buy.
If a Tesla Model 3 used, because they're like 10, 15K now, they're dirt cheap. If a Tesla Model 3 doesn't fit in your lifestyle of the amount you drive, where you drive, charging infrastructure, etc., you either need a hybrid or a diesel. A Euro diesel in specific, because American diesels suck.
Eddie says Lexus GS line, which is like hard to disagree with. On
Lexus
Minus
GS line is like,
Eddie's-
yeah.
What about the fuel
speaking my
economy, though?
language.
No,
as
the-
someone with a fuel inefficient Lexus, that's why I'm switching cars. I want a
Yeah.
3 Series diesel BMW wagon that will get me like 1,000 and something per tank.
Yeah, because I drive a X5 diesel, I guess kind of tall wagon.
Yes.
Because it's an SUV.
Kind of tall to you, buddy.
And I get like
Short king.
I get like 1,300 kilometers, like 900 miles on a tank. Like
yeah,
every
that's
time.
crazy. That's what I want
That's
in my
insane.
life. And I
Ooh.
want practicality. I want rear seats that fold flat, a
Yep.
hatch that opens like this wide, and, like all the room for all my transporting car parts.
That's
And
a
then
lot of room.
moving
Somebody said
aero-
Camry TRD.
Yo, respect.
That's actually
First
a
of all,
solid option.
Camry TRD is dope. But yeah, the problem I've had with this current Lexus is that my rear seats don't fold down in this model, and I'm transporting like fenders, bumpers, aero pieces, wings, all like freshly painted, and everything has to be like taken care of, and it's just all my seats folded as flat as they can go, a velour blanket over my entire interior, and then like cramming stuff through the doors. So I need like
How
a
don't the seats go-
practical vehicle.
Actually, I had the same in my R34 sedan that used to be
They don't
my-
go down, right?
They don't go down. So what I did was I found where the bolts to unclip it, and I put like latches because it didn't mount where the seatbelts mounted. It
Honestly,
was whatever. And
that's a
then
good idea.
there was a metal plate behind it. So then I took my angle grinder, and now somebody out there
Well, I
has
didn't do
R34
that.
without that metal plate.
Hindsight 2020, I should have just like fully removed the seats. They have like they call it the ski hole, which is like this between the two
Yeah, the
seats.
middle, like-
the thing will flop down, and then there's like a plastic door like this big that
Yeah.
opens to fit a set of skis. My snowboard is literally too big to fit in it, so I could never move my own snowboard.
I'm gonna invest next year in suction cup roof box. I think that's gonna be my next like small to medium sized
Pause.
investment.
I don't know. Was suction cuff roof mount? Like
Roof box.
a roof box?
Yeah.
They do that?
Adam has for his car.
No, I have a suction cup like
Bike mount.
bike mount. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
3 suction
yeah.
cups that hold your front tire or front forks, and then one that just like wraps around your front tire. So like very useful, but I'd be scared to put a box up there.
They make
Box
them-
has like lift from the aerodynamics.
I saw a YouTube
stuff.
video of some guy going like 300 kilometers an hour with a suction cup
Suction
roof box
cup
just
roof
for the
box?
vibes, and then it flew
Bruh.
off. But
Wow. Yeah.
a good one.
Roof box suck. Also, I don't know if you guys
Did you
have
say roof
noticed this.
boxes suck? I will throw hands right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, get a
You
load
wanna
of
take
this guy.
outside, bud?
So you guys might be wondering why me and Adam are matchy today.
Because you guys are best friends.
Best friend.
That's what-
We
They texted
are proud
last night.
supporters of the Toronto
Kinda
Maple
cute.
Leafs.
Gang.
And
Group
today's Leaf Day. But what was over the weekend?
Oh, Leafs victory day?
Oh yeah, today's Leafs Victory Day. But we did also have another event that we just
Oh,
you know,
that's
got
right. That's
past.
right. Sorry,
What's
I'm
it
still stuck
called?
on hockey.
It's not called Hard John Day. It's called
H-Day.
Day, baby.
That's right.
Let's go. Let's get some
I was
coverage
still, I
of
was
this
still
part.
stuck on the Leafs victory. Oh my NSX.
Nice.
I'm gonna refrain
Oh.
from commenting on this event.
Jeez. Oh yeah, yeah. Yusuf is
Oh, that's
triggered right now. Buddy, you're telling me I had to put this on the website. It was my hands were shaking.
You're a big Honda guy.
I
For those of you that don't know, HDay is like hardcore Honda show, both drag and show and whatever else they've got going on.
This looks like a fun event.
It probably is. It's probably a loud event.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Why can't we have a Nissan Day?
I think they have one.
What's it? Is it called like N Day?
And
No, they have like Z days.
Do you have
and
T-Day?
then-
T-Day.
Toyota Day?
Whoa,
Harry says his car was there.
that
no
checks
way.
out.
Also,
Hell yeah,
Rusted
Harry.
Oh, that makes
Rusted
sense.
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Happy
Hey-
Easter, guys. Hope you guys are all
Yeah,
doing
happy
well.
Easter,
Happy
everybody.
Easter.
Hope you had a long.
Shout out to
long
Harry.
weekend.
He has a very cool everything swap Civic. I think I always mix it up
Yeah,
because
Eustace writing the feature on that one. It's his first big old print feature. It's gonna be on his favorite.
I'm a big
Honda.
rating guy.
Whoa, look
The
at
big
those.
stop sign.
What?
All right.
Absolute electronics.
There it
Oh,
is.
there he is.
Hey. Whoa. Wait.
VR6, yeah.
VR6 mid-engine Honda Integra? What the hell?
Man, Type VR is such a cool plate.
Volkswagen steering wheel. That is diabolical.
VR6s are one of the coolest motors of all time.
They are pretty great.
I'll die on that.
Not gonna lie.
Do you know what I respect about modern Honda guys? That they don't put rep wheels on their cars. Modern ones.
What?
Is that Josh Kroll's car? I don't know. Might have been. Absolute Electronics also says my car was there too.
Yeah, we saw it at the beginning of the
Diego,
video.
I was
Yeah.
there supporting my wife. Yeah, lots of people are at HDay. Holy hell! This is actually a really big event every year. So
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say this-
surprised that we have a lot of audience there. I mean,
this looks
look
like
at
a
the,
lot of
Look at the
cars.
audience shot. Looks like friggin'
Oh, this is some
SEMA.
skinny tires. What is
Yeah.
going on there? Holy.
Don't need traction in the rear, brother.
Yeah.
Yo,
Not to go straight. Yo.
this guy needs traction in the rear.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Some sick
Who
coverage.
took this video? This goes hard.
There's a lot of like clips.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Holy.
Looks like my computer back there. Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Big CX guy.
So, it looks like all the photography and videography was done by Gary. And
Shout
I
out
think
Gary.
we got him on the phone right now. Do we have Gary on the line?
I feel like we don't have Gary on
We
the
do
phone.
not have
We
Gary
have
on the
Zoe.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Zoe, you with us, dude?
What's going on, guys? How are
Yo,
you?
what's up, man?
How's it going?
How's everything, guys?
Not
Good.
too
Good to
bad.
be here.
So we hear you were at HDay this year.
Yes, I was at HDay. I guess maybe I introduce what I do with the event, right? So
course.
I'm the media coordinator for the event. I've been with the event probably for about 10 years now and seen a lot of it grow. Also part owner with my partner Julian in a media company called Nice Ones. It's been around for a long time. So we really love this event, right? Just being, some guys who grew up loving Hondas and spending a lot of time and watching it go from just some street racing to, the largest Honda event in the world was a ride to watch, to be quite honest with you. Even as I'm watching like some of this video, when you're coordinating it, you don't necessarily see it, right? From
course.
the outside looking in, but it was a wild event, man. And the craziest part about this event is that it was a 3-day event and we had 2 days, worth of rain, and that's what you don't see in this video. And a lot of the Honda community that comes to this is so diehard. Like, we still had lines out the door for 2 days.
Wow.
In rain, no rain,
Damn.
didn't matter, right? And it was incredible. Yeah, probably one of our best for sure.
That's wicked. I would say, so out of all your years of doing this, did you guys change anything for the event coverage this year or anything like that?
So we did put out like a mini documentary on the event, right? It was almost like a after movie is what we call it, and this was probably one of our best ones. But it's really, if you've been to HDay, the community and the cars are one thing, but the lifestyle is probably the biggest part of this. Like, people do their entire vacation, save their vacation time to come to this for
Damn.
3 days and love every minute of it, not just because you're seeing racing or car show, but because, there's a whole community that comes from around the country to this one place who loves Hondas. And the owner of it, Javier Ortega, he spends his birthday with the people that, he loves to spend his time with, which is other Honda and Acura enthusiasts. So, when you think about an event like this, it's one of those that kind of hits the heart more than it's just you seeing these cars there. The community is really alive and well at Maryland International Raceway, and we hold it probably twice a year.
Yeah, it looks massive. Do you guys have a number on like amount of cars entered or amount of people that came through?
I don't have the number of people that came through, but I can tell you the cars that we had. We had about 1,800 cars on property.
Whoa.
Jesus.
and that's just the car show. That's not including the race cars. I think the race
That's
cars,
insane.
What a
Yeah,
great
like-
turnout.
Oh, I love that
So
trunk with the mat.
300 tech cars sold. So yeah,
How does judging? Do you guys do like an actual like car show, like awarded? Because I was gonna say, how does judging work
Absolutely.
with 1,800 cars?
I could tell you a lot about that because I work with the car show team too. We try to judge basically like top 100. We have a whole staff that's trained to do that. We've kind of honed them in. There's about 7 to 10 guys on any given day, and we start judging right from when we start parking cars. And we try to get around to having, judging sheets there so that people can fill them out. While the judges don't always have the opportunity to talk to every person, they do try to.
For sure.
And the idea is really to give people pointers on, building cars. I think someone said earlier, the new generation Honda guys don't rep wheels. That's true.
It's true.
Very true. You know what I mean? I mean, you can come to the show and you can enjoy your time, but you will get judged accordingly. You know what I mean? You have to come with some fire in order to place top 100. We play no games with that.
Hell yeah.
Top 100 is smart because I was going to say if you have 1,800 cars, which are of realistically the same like 7 or 8 models, like that's impossible to judge based time-wise. That's a completely different thing, but it's impossible to base completely different builds or completely similar builds. So I do like that top 100 idea.
Yeah, because we have so many quality cars that show up, and I'm not sure how any other shows work, but obviously anyone who's trying to get into, we have a judged car show and a non-judged car show, right? You have a VIP section that you have to apply for and get approved for in order to get in there, right? So, when we're looking at our non-judged, out of that 1,800, they're just people who want to be there and hang out and, play chucheros in one part of the parking lot and throw a football around and barbecue. Like, it really is just such like a holiday for people who are into Hondas.
This is awesome. Well, honestly, the show looks very cool. We're looking forward to seeing more from your future events. This is just a lot of like hardcore quality cars in one space. And we love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, 1,800 cars.
It's been awesome.
A lot of cars.
That's
Jesus.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. I mean, that's the hardest part about it, right? Like, where do you put that? You have to have a venue that can hold that. So there's not a ton of venues
honestly,
that can hold something like that.
Huge props to you guys for the organization skills that this definitely took that none of us at this table have combined. But yeah, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
So thanks for calling in, man. And thanks for throwing the events. I'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Well, that looks fun.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Insane.
Honda drag racing guys are so hardcore, and I love it.
Yeah. When you see a EK or like an EG or EF and the front's like drag radials with this much meat on either side, like it's gonna be a party.
Like the full-on Honda drag racing guys will spend like their life savings to shed 1/100th of a pound off of their rear cross member.
Yeah, cutting the rear bumper in like half and stuff like that.
Cutting 4 holes in your plastic bumper to go faster.
You saved.
You are a psychopath.
You saved that
Speed
much more
holes,
material.
Plastic.
It's like wow. All right.
1,800 cars.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what that's like. I said it looked like SEMA when we saw the crowd shot, and like, yeah, that sounds like SEMA.
So
it's crazy.
Here's a pro tip to our audience who does car shows and enters the car in judging. So I personally know the owner of a few larger car shows. Not going to name names or anything like that, but like I'm good friends with them, whatever. And they tell me how the judging process works at shows. So judging just doesn't start after the doors open. Okay, the judges are going to walk around now. From the time that they wave you in to park your car, there's a decent chance that that guy's one of the people judging your car. When you're in line to enter the center, when you're it's not necessarily just when they say, oh, we're going to judge your car. So you're like, oh, I'll just clean my car when I get to the show. It happens from literally the time that you enter the parking lot to get into the center that the show's in.
Oh.
Judging.
So if you're hoping on to do last minute changes, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, like I know people that have judging that has all occurred before the entire show is parked. Like as the last person parked, judging decisions were done.
It separates like the serious people from the maybe not as serious people.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't just put in the effort when you're actually at the show.
Sure.
You put in the effort.
It'd be funny if they're like
there.
sorting you by like quality. You see like all the nice cars and they're like, no, you park over that side.
But yeah.
Yeah, but imagine you have like a 2-hour, 3-hour commute to this car show, and you show up and your car looks like absolute garbage. Do you stop at like a gas station right before you pull up?
I'm assuming if it's raining, then everybody's car's gonna look the
and
same.
also if it's like well built, it can be dirty, and people are gonna see like, okay, this is clearly well built, and it's just dirty from getting.
But like if you're going into a show and then changing your wheels while you're on the show floor to your show wheels, and then putting the front lip that doesn't exactly stay on while you're driving, like they see that.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, and without further ado,
Some features.
we
Feature
got some
time.
features. Feature time.
Lexus.
Wow,
See who's trying to get a feature.
Oh,
I
a
see
new
Total
Lexus.
Tires Tread Pass.
I do like this Lexus.
Hold up.
That's
and then we
the
have
new one.
a currently featured Lexus in the corner.
That's like a wine grape hot neon pink in the sun.
How is that wine grape?
That yeah.
I'm
Look
actually
at the,
just
look at the bottom
On
picture.
the bottom one, I see where he's going.
That's wine grape.
They
and then
say-
that is purple.
They say that men are colorblind.
you think
That is purple, brother.
you think purple
That's fuchsia.
and wine
actually.
grape?
Fuchsia. I don't have the spec sheet. I would be willing to bet that is
going to dig
3M
into
Fierce
it.
Fuchsia.
It's 100% fuchsia.
I'm gonna dig into this spec sheet now just to see what's going on.
3M Fierce Fuchsia.
I don't care about the color. I'm more interested in what's going on.
Okay.
I'll let you nerds debate the color.
Is it an IS? Oh, it's a LS. Oh, wrong listing. Is it an IS 500? Yes, it is. The
It's an
exhaust.
IS 500 T. Yeah.
Those IS 500s are very underrated.
It is
The new one. The new one. It's a new ISF.
It's
Ruby
it is,
Star.
yeah.
We're
ISF.
all
It's the only V8 that they put into the IS, and
Well, the ISF. It's an
yeah,
IS
yeah.
V8.
And it doesn't exist.
I like the partial wrap hoods. I'm a fan of when people do that on carbon hoods. Like, don't leave the whole hood carbon, but wrap parts of it.
It looks dope.
Artisan
I'm-
Spirits body kit more than any of us can afford.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why it's in the Toyo Tires Tread Pass. Like, it's not a crazily built car, but that kit is nuts.
That
And
kit
I
is
wonder
very
if that's
nice.
why.
That's
Maybe
nice.
it was a debut. I don't know what year that's in Toyo. Maybe we can talk to Giuseppe and find out.
Well, it is a 2023 Lexus, so either last year or the year before.
Well,
We
you've
got two-
a
we got
good
2 years
point.
to pick.
You've got a good point. Giuseppe, you with us?
Giuseppe?
Do we not have him?
Hey,
Hey,
what's
how's it
up,
going,
dude?
man?
How's it going?
good. How you guys?
Doing good, man. Thanks for sending us your car. This looks fun. I see you were at Toyo Tread Pass. Do you want to tell us a bit about what landed you in there?
You can hear me right?
Yeah,
Yep,
you're good.
yeah.
You're good, dude.
Can you hear us?
Okay, perfect.
Can you not hear us?
Hello?
Let's see.
I don't think he hears all of us.
You can hear me right? It's not cutting out.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, perfect, sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my IS 500. It debuted just in November at SEMA. It's
Oh.
the first IS 500 wide body in the U.S. right now, currently.
That's
So
why.
it's not super wide. It's like an OEM kind of plus. Like, it's not super aggressive, but it's definitely neck turning. People be like, "What? Wait, is that wider?" And then once you
Yeah.
get closer, you realize like, "Oh, it is wide."
Man, that looks nice.
That's awesome. So, what are your favorite parts about your build? Like, run us through like your top like few like must things.
Say that one more time. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Run us through your favorite parts of your build.
Oh, favorite parts.
Favorite parts,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So some of my favorite parts on the build is obviously I love the anti-gravity battery. We teamed up with them. Those batteries are like super light. Like you pick it up, you're like, wait, what the heck? This is a battery? Like, but also I love the color that I went with my wrap. The Ruby Star is with the
Ruby
Nosatec.
Star,
They-
so it's not fuchsia.
Yeah, it's a full PPF Ruby that Nosatec debuted just this year.
Sick.
I like it.
It's kind of like give an inspiration from the Porsche. So that's when you look at the whole car, you see like the kind of like the GT3, the look where it has like
Right.
the artisan black stripe and the Ruby with the yellow calibers.
Wow.
And like the biggest thing is like I got my inspiration is like both my parents were on the pod a couple weeks ago. You had talked to both
I
of them.
remember this.
Oh yeah, the family full of V8s.
Yeah,
Yes.
the family of Lexuses.
Family, of the fuel economy family.
Man, that's
Yeah,
so
why-
sick. Wow, I gotta say, man, I don't know. I think you might have the nicest one.
But dad is the biggest like motivation because he's been he has a Lexus wide body RCF. the
Yeah.
Nardo gray
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah, so I always look up to him, and the fact that I went to SEMA 7 years later when he first debuted his car. So
That
it's
is wicked.
definitely inspiring that my whole family is into the car scene.
Love that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do your heated seats work on those seats? Serious question.
Oh, we can
It's-
hear him, but it's
they
like,
lost the connection. I
Yeah,
think.
I can't hear him properly.
we can't hear him.
Say that one more time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, there you are. Do your heated
Okay,
seats
very-
work on those seats?
Oh nope, they don't.
Damn.
damn.
So that's the one thing. Like we actually had to since the car's still new, we had to find brackets from like the IS 350, and it actually fit, so we could be able to recline the Recaros back.
Oh yeah, it's the same chassis. Makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah, and so, but I get what's it called? The Christmas tree dashboard. So I have a couple things on there that just stay on there for now, but it's all right as long as it looks good.
Well, we will definitely be in contact. This thing is very, very cool. I like it.
Yeah, I think
cool.
If anything, we definitely need to have like a family page. Like that's kind of
Yeah, we
sick.
just throw them all on the same page.
That'd be sick.
The family feature.
I know that's so wicked. But yeah, Giuseppe, thank you for sending in another Lexus. I'm never gonna complain. I love looking at Lexuses. And yeah, like Yusuf said, we're definitely gonna be in touch. I know I will.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
So
Man.
yeah,
Appreciate you calling in, dude.
Thanks so much, dude.
Thank
Of course, thank you.
Bye.
See you later, brother.
Jumping right
Whoa,
into the
back
next
to
one.
back.
Whoa.
We're gonna let you take the lead on this one, Harjan.
This seems like a terrible time to bring up the fact that the Toyota Lexus issue is already full. Everyone is still just sending Lexuses.
Listen, I'm not going to complain. I love looking at Lexuses, Toyota. But this is giving me, I don't know, Midnight Club vibes, heavy. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this.
No. You take the lead. How do you?
Two-tone is hard.
I like
GS 300s a lot. This just isn't my typical style of a GS.
I hate those. I hate on any car the flat body kits.
Wait, you don't like that?
I really dislike them. Most 240 guys do it. I really
I'm
dislike
down.
it.
It looks like
A child made it out of paper mache.
I don't like the eyelids.
it has. It does have eyelids.
I think it makes it look less like a monster from Monsters Inc.
No. It looks like the monster from Lilo Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Sorry, my bad.
It's very like VIP styled, especially
not.
the interior.
But it's very drifty style at the same time.
The two-tone makes it look drifty style. But I
It's a
think
GS 300, so
definitely
it's a
VIP.
2JZ.
It's just.
It does have eyelids. I don't know how I feel
I'm
about
just-
the eyelids.
I'm just
I like
not-
the bug eye looking weird face, but it is sick. Like execution wise, this is pretty fire. I would be stoked to see this.
Yeah, just not my.
Crazy
What
videos.
are these?
Actually, I kind of like the video. Keep them going.
Oh, there we go. There's the inside.
Crazy
Okay.
interior.
You
Yeah,
can tell he's
that's
having
fire.
fun with it. I like that.
Holy reupholstery, Batman.
Gotta love the fact that he has a GS Kings badge, license plate.
This looks fun to drive.
This
I wonder
looks
if
like a
it's
fun
stock
video.
power. I
I
didn't
don't know.
bring
I
up the
kind of
stock.
like the eyelids.
You would.
It like adds something different. You guys are just. You guys
It
just.
fits the style for sure.
Yeah.
No, this car is very different. Like I wouldn't say I would ever see a GS.
That's what I'm saying though.
Spec'd out like this.
A lot of people are obviously always doing the same thing on the same platform, but like it's nice to
Right.
see something different.
It's like Adam. He did the most original 240 build I've ever seen in my life.
OEM.
He SR swapped it.
OEM. It's Vertex Aero Mode. I can't even say that name. Mode Parfum Regalia front bumper. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. The front bumper matches the front. I like it. I'm on board.
Well, I have a surprise
about
for you,
this.
Adam. Guess what's about to happen? This has never happened in the history of the podcast.
We're gonna talk to.
We're gonna talk to
Jonathan.
him.
What?
We're gonna talk to John Jones. How often do you get called John Jones, dude?
John Jones. Jonathan, you there?
You here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
Yo,
how's
what's
it going,
going on,
brother?
dude?
How's it going, dude?
Pretty good.
This thing's friggin' sick, dude. Tell us a little about the story of this thing.
I could barely hear you.
Oh, yeah, we are having some audio issues of some kind, and I don't know where they're stemming from.
Stop looking at me, Harjan. It's not my fault.
I don't know.
Someone else want to ask him the story because my mic is just not transmitting anymore. Plugged in. It's good.
Weird. Tell us the story behind the build.
Well, basically, the GS, I've always liked that car when it first came out, and the body style was it was nice. It was elegant. It was sporty. It had like a wide stance to it. And then you had guys modding it. And then there's the VIP style. And when you do a VIP, it just takes it to another level. So I wanted to go that route. Of course, that took me some years to do.
For sure.
And yeah, and that's basically what I was shooting for. Some VIP, lowered look, of course, its own bags, and
Oh, that's wicked.
So is it the wrap two-tone or is that painted?
Oh,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that a wrap or a paint, the two-tone?
That is a wrap. That was done by our guys at NVIS Wraps. I know y'all talked to Jamie. I saw y'all did her car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They did a good job, man. I got a lot of compliments on it.
wow. Yeah, no, that's wicked. I was honestly asking everyone in the office, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, should I two-tone my Aristo, which is pretty much the exact same car. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. But, man, that looks wicked. How long have you owned this car for? Hey, John? Nope.
We're having some technical difficulties on the mics right now. Can you hear me, John?
No, I'm still here.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Who can you hear?
Yeah,
Yeah, he can hear you.
You hear me? The deep voice? Sorry, we're having major audio issues out of nowhere. I don't think I'm coming through, man.
Can you hear me?
Can you?
it sounds like you guys are on speakerphone, so it's.
Oh.
Interesting issue. So how long have you had the car for?
Bro, stop.
Oh, no. I was trying to see what that one would do.
Just go. Keep going.
Oh, okay. Do we just hang up?
Okay, well, I think we're gonna end this segment now for technical
We might need an
difficulty
intermission
reasons.
quickly. So.
Give us a second to sort out this mic issue because this just hit out of nowhere in the middle of these calls.
I mean, I can hear you guys. Yes.
Alrighty.
Are we back? Can you hear us, John?
Yes, I can.
Hey.
Does it sound better than last time?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Sounded kind of far away. So
I thought so. We had a little audio hiccup.
Now we have the more audio hiccups with the sound.
All right, so let's get back to the nitty gritty. So, John, how long would you say you've owned this GS?
I've owned this car since 2010.
Oh,
Damn.
sick.
So, and of course, the bottom is the original color. It was the Millennium Silver.
MSM, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm a fan,
man,
dude. I like this a
I
lot.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was that car that I've always wanted, and that's why I still have it.
It is such a. Oh yeah, I just took in the sunroof. That's sick too. What engine mods do you have done to it? Or anything?
I haven't really done much to the engine yet. That's still on my to-do list. Basically, just the cold air. I guess you can call it cold air intake. Is more like just decorations based on statistics. But yeah. But that's about it for now as far as the engine goes.
Dude, nice.
You got any future plans? What changes next?
Well, those wheels I actually just sold. So
Oh, man.
I got some. I got some more weds coming. Some weds grabbing. I believe it's called grabbing.
Yeah.
Sticking with 20-inch staggered.
Jeez.
Nice.
Sick.
Baller.
3-piece.
Yeah.
I got that coming. Probably gonna do some more interior work. Probably stick with the whole VIP deal with maybe some tables. I don't want to get too crazy. I kind of like to keep it.
Come on, get a chandelier.
Yeah.
Don't
Chandelier
stop
and
there.
shisha, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That thought did cross my mind. But I was like, nah, that's too much.
All right. Well, Jonathan, thank you for submitting your car.
Yeah, this is wicked.
It is a Lexus. You know me. I'm gonna stay in touch. But man, this is sick.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're so excited to see the future steps for it as well.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Hell yeah, I appreciate
Thank
you.
for your time, dude.
We'll be in touch.
Thank
All
you.
righty, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
All right. We had a crazy technical difficulty.
What is your guys' opinion, stylistic wise, on exterior being the same color as the interior of a car? And I'm not talking about a black car with a black interior. Like I'm saying, like if you have a blue car with a blue interior, etc., etc.
Depends on the car.
Comment section, let us know what you guys are thinking. I think I'm not a fan of it overall. Like even a red Ferrari with a red interior, it feels like
Too much.
Like there's no separation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thought process. Comment section if you guys want to chime in. I love colored interiors on cars though. Like I hate black interiors.
I hate colored interiors.
I
Like,
love-
if I see any kind of brown
I
on
love
seats or
brown.
interior.
Honestly,
I'm not a fan.
My door cards were surprise paint matched to my exterior by a previous body shop that will remain unnamed. I didn't like it. I don't like it at all. If I could go back, I would, but I can't
Like-
find good clean door cards for less than $1 bajillion.
Can
So
you
I have
just
them now.
repaint them?
They're not supposed to be painted. They're supposed to be foam and a fabric over top of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Like I love brown interiors. That'd be a selling feature of a car for me. Like a cinnamon or a pomelo interior.
James says I like color matched accents, but a complete match, no. I kind of agree with that.
I don't like color match accents either.
I like a little bit of accent. Like when
No.
we saw, I forget the name, somebody's BMW from earlier this year. It was like a baby blue, and they had like the hoops, the seatbelt hoops for their bucket
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's sick.
color.
Huey.
Yeah, that was fun.
But I hate when somebody has like a weird like green Hyundai Veloster and they make all of their interior trim that's that big on the dashboard wrapped.
Oh
let's
no,
say
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
too
yeah,
flat.
yeah.
So, tasteful accents.
Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see it a lot of the times with FRS's BRZ. Like they have that one trim piece that's right in front of the passenger.
Yeah, I
that
hate
whole
when they
thing.
color match it.
Luke says he has good door cards for me. Hold on, everybody. This is very important. Luke, are they power window door cards?
Adam's
This
a
is
rich
important information.
millionaire.
This is very important.
Well, the comment section says, I like color matched accents, but a complete match, no. If you do, it has to be a second color, same color touches, but not overdoing it.
I think the verdict is unanimous at
Yeah.
this point. you
Nobody
know.
like full
Unless like for certain things, like a VIP build like that. If you
VIP
have like a
builds are different,
champagne
for sure.
exterior, champagne interior, like go nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
But I think for like a
But I don't know why.
depends on the car.
I've never had a car with a colored interior, but colored interiors are my favorite thing on earth. Like my Jaguar had a blue interior. I lied. A car that I've driven on the road because it worked.
That's right. That was a nice blue.
That was a very
It's like
nice
a
blue.
deep blue.
You know what? As much as I don't think I'd like living with one because I'd ruin the seats, when you see, I think Jaguar was the first to do it way back in the day with like British racing green, but then they do the brown interior, the tan interior on like a dark color. That looks sick.
Like when I had my E46 M3, the entire time when I had it, one of my friends, Marble M3 on Instagram, he's a marble wrapped E46 M3. He has the pomelo, so it's like a nice like cinnamony brown interior. Every time I saw his car, I'm like, I wish I had a black interior. I wished I had that color.
I'm just scared to ruin colored seats, especially like white leather seats.
Yeah.
The
White
wrong
leather
pair of jeans, and it's just like stained on the edges.
Like I want to get a brown interior for my X5. Like I'm trying to find one actively.
Really?
If anybody has 18-way power memory,
Yeah,
bottom five door cards.
By the time you put the seats inside the car, you're going to be ready to sell it.
Yeah.
Luke, we need to talk.
If anybody has power bolster E70 X5 seats in
Hey,
brown.
JRP's in here. They said red Recaros for the win. You know
Hi,
what?
JRP.
Respect.
Hi, JRP.
Hi.
I want those yellow Recaro Polecats in the 240. I just don't want to buy more seats.
Is this fair?
And I have like full-blown racing bucket seats, and those are slightly less than racing.
You know where the best place to see bucket seats over the weekend was?
Where?
Slammedenuff New York City, baby.
Not New York City.
North Carolina,
North
baby.
Carolina. Our longtime
Hard on killer
contributor,
segue.
Chris, shot this for us.
Yo, that library on the 300 at the
Motocompo.
beginning was hard. Can we watch that again?
We'll get
That was a
there.
really good library. Oh, he did it. My
You say
man.
livery, you weirdo?
That's the right way to say it. Sorry.
I know you
Live
think that.
Live
Dude, that is hard.
That's
I
cool.
like it.
That's really nice.
I like it a lot.
That's also
Is that one of those little Honda Scoot things? I forget what they're
Moto
called.
Compacto.
They only
is?
sell them in the United States of America.
Oh, another
No,
tariff.
you can get them here.
They don't never sold them. You can walk into any Honda dealership in the US and order one. You can't get them in
What?
Canada.
That's sick.
Fun fact.
I've recognized some of these cars already. I've seen cars that I have seen before. Specifically, one of those
Wagon.
Evos.
Adam's favorite style of wide body.
Oh yeah, baby.
Camry TRD, best
It's
daily.
my favorite Uber driver.
Oh, that's sick. More than we can afford. Oh, Team Tensei, that makes sense.
Nice. Lots of fuchsia.
Whoa, that does a little less
a
cars than
callback.
the last show than H Fest.
Have you guys seen Team Tensei or Tensai?
Are
I'm
those
not sure how to pronounce
airlines
it.
like
Yes.
that? That is
Yes.
insane. Everyone's got like an RGB computer set up in their trunk now.
I know, right? Oh,
See-through hoods.
I
Gangster.
love
Okay. Lambo doors, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, depending on the car, but mostly yes.
that. No, it depends what the car is.
I think they're a yes.
Like
It's
if
a
I had
yes.
Lambo doors on my stock like JDM Aero S13 might look kind of weird. If I had like big blister kit or like BN Sports or like GP1, Lambo doors would look
Gangster.
insane, right?
Rich says he likes suicide doors better.
Depends on the execution. Suicide doors are a pain in the ass.
I've also never had a car with suicide doors because I also can't afford one.
There was a little hurt
Every
behind
truck.
that voice there. You know, I
Every
can't
truck
afford
has
it.
Yes,
suicide
I
doors.
can afford a first-gen Ford Ranger. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna put suicide doors on my X5.
Every time I see a Starlight headliner,
I love this.
inch closer
That's
and
cool.
closer to making a huge mistake.
Don't do a Starlight headliner.
I would love it so much.
I'm doing mine.
Are you?
Yeah.
I want
I
it.
took my
But
headliner.
if you
out
do it
this
cheap,
weekend.
it looks so bad, and like I don't know.
Supercharged BRZ,
Hey, I recognize that thing.
crazy wheels. The show looks sick. We have a Chris that is on a phone call.
After seeing HDay, everything looks so small, and this
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
a good quality show too.
Yeah, he's like 1,800 cars. So this guy's like,
insane.
yeah, 150.
Chris, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Welcome to the pod.
Yo, yo.
Sorry,
Yo.
real quick. Luke is making fun of us because the podcast has turned into the in search of posts. Yeah, fair. Chris, what is going on, dude?
Not much. How about yourself?
Chilling, dude. It looks like this show was a lot of fun. Were you there the whole day?
Yep, I was there from 8:30 when everyone started rolling in till about 6:30 when everyone was rolling out.
God.
Jeez.
Quick 10-hour day, no biggie.
Chris is one of our contributors who like goes above and beyond for every single
Hell yeah, he
event
does.
goes to.
Every time I get event coverage from Chris, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Also, I just saw maybe the sickest Mark V Supra look that I had seen before. That's nice. So, tell us a bit about the vibe of the show, man. What was it like? What were the main attractions?
Was the music too loud?
Was the music too loud? Like
It's
every
always
indoor
too
show?
loud.
Oh,
Always
that's
too
Hard
loud.
John's trunk right there.
Yeah, the
Monster
monster
air
can.
tank.
Actually, you couldn't even hear the music. It was kind of interesting because anytime the DJ would talk or they try to give instructions, you couldn't really hear it because you had it in two different rooms. So where the aerial shot was, you have was the main arena. Then you had another room up the stairs just full of cars that was more like just another wing of a convention center. So you had a lot going on in there. So you didn't really have to worry about a lot of music just because it was so big and there's so many people in there to kind of suck in the sound of everything.
I'm on board.
I like that.
I hate, like, maybe old man opinion, but indoor car shows, just blasting music. Actually, car shows of any kind, just blasting music, so I have to yell at someone when I'm asking about their car.
I bring
Too far.
earplugs, like the little loop
yeah.
earplugs.
Loops, yeah.
It's a must.
I hate saying, "Oh, what wheels are those?" What?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Do you see anything that, like, really stood out to you as, like, holy shit, this is my favorite car?
I will say Monk's 400Z that he just finished rewrapping again in a different color. I saw it at Import Expo back in January, and then he went through and rewrapped it, did some additional things to it, and it kind of stood out because when the 400ZX came back out, I expected to see it everywhere, kind of like the 370s, the 350s, or kind of like, when just that new tuner car comes out. And I don't see very many 400Zs at shows.
Too
like
expensive,
this one, I think I saw
Nissan.
2. Yeah, so it's his being full wide body, aired out with that certain color. I don't know if he calls it like a copper, but it just really catches my attention every time I see it, online. So seeing it in person was kind of what caught my eyes. Of course, had to take a few extra photos of it just because first time seeing it in person and liked it so much.
Right. I'm waiting for it to show up because we just saw the classic Z, like the Datsun, and I'm already in love because that looked amazing. But I'll keep an eye for it on the video.
There's something off about the new Z, and I figured out what it is.
About $15,000.
Yeah, give or take. Have you guys seen the size of the gas door on it?
Is it small?
Next time you're walking in
Or
a
is it
parking lot
massive?
and you see a Nissan Z, the gas door is this far from the the bottom of the quarter panel where the wheel well is, and that far from the top. It's about this big. Like
What the
both
hell?
of your hands could fit in the space of the gas door.
Well,
It's
that's
massive.
weird.
Just like an observation next time you guys see one. It's just interesting. I know this because I saw somebody selling carbon gas doors on Facebook Marketplace for them, and I clicked on it. Then I'm like, what the heck is this terrible beast?
This terrible beast.
What's this guy's name? Tubes H says, no idea why shows blast music when nobody enjoys it. It's so hard to socialize.
For
Preach.
real, by the way.
We're all getting older, okay? Just chill. Everyone's yelling all show. No one has a voice.
That is, yeah.
You know what I noticed about this show is there is a ton of like insane quality trunk installs and trunk displays.
Everyone
The
is
LED
doing
lightings, the hard
like-
lines, the themes.
Yep. Their sound is like done so well.
I'm not an air suspension guy, but like I can appreciate the amount of work that goes into making that trunk setup look good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an air suspension guy, and I hate trunk setups because they're all stupid. Air suspension sucks.
Jeez.
He's
There's one
traumatized.
company out of South Carolina that everyone sends their cars to now called Carolina Stance, and
Yep.
that's who's been doing a lot of these hardline ones down here. With the one with the colored one, that's a shop out of Concord that this guy, every time we see his car, he's doing something different, something new. And when I saw the colored lines, I was like, that's definitely a first. I've never seen that done before. The colored tank that was on the Mustang was new for me. I think I'd maybe seen someone talk about it at SEMA this past year, but I'd never seen it in person. But then other than that, I've never seen colored hard lines before until that Camry at the show.
That's wicked. I appreciate the level of effort that goes
I'm gonna
into
be honest.
executing.
I've noticed the Carolinas have never missed on these car shows.
No,
All of these
for real.
footage and
That's
stuff
true.
that we've seen on the podcast, North Carolina, South Carolina, y'all have never missed.
I'm still waiting to see this Z. I'm
Ooh,
very
that's a
excited
nice
for
color.
it. That is a sick IS.
Adam loves a livery on that car.
Live rye.
Livery. Livery.
Liver.
Oh,
There
there,
it
it is. Whoa. Yeah, okay, that's pretty sweet looking. And then a GR Corolla for good measure. Dude, this looks like a fun little show.
This looks like a really...
There's that Mark V Superler.
Oh, that guy owns Slammedenuff, I think.
Oh,
I think that's his car.
well, that checks out.
Is it like the fuchsia kind of pinkish looking
Mark
one?
5,
Oh,
yeah.
look, a callback.
More fuchsia.
Oh god.
Hey, I'm colorblind, just like you're making fun of. But yeah, that is the owner of Slammedenuff
Okay.
Yeah.
Supra.
I was
That
gonna say
checks
he has some like he has a few cool drift cars, and he actually drives like pretty hard.
Oh
I
shit.
respect it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Luke's comment is, Yusuf, I hate bags. Everybody else, okay, Yusuf, let's get you back to your room.
I also hate bags, so you can throw me in there too.
The one thing that I liked about my bags when I was driving my S15 through the Carolinas, I had the rear fully
Through the
aired out
Carolinas.
and the front's fully aired up because I had the Carolina squat for the culture.
Gross.
I had to. I love squatted
Oh
trucks.
man.
Was that a
We don't
Gloria
need
Gran
squat anymore.
Turismo? Wow.
Well, really appreciate all the footage, dude. The
Yeah.
show looked like a blast. And thank you so much for the awesome footage. Like,
Yeah, and
we got a good capture of the vibe. It looked really fun.
the continued support and constantly sending us your coverage.
Hell yeah.
Slammed enough
Shout out
never
to
misses.
Chris Gazda. If you haven't followed him on Instagram, go check him out right now.
Do it now.
He shoots cool stuff.
The Instagram, I think, is photos. Can you tell me what it is? I think it's photos
By CJ.
by CG.
Yes.
Not CJ. CG.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, hell yeah, man. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Peace.
I remember when I
well,
first
well.
started with PASMAG and I was doing event coverage, I always saw his coverage.
Yeah.
So it's always in the back of my mind.
Literally, if I was making a tier list of like most reliable, he's very high up on that list.
He's like number one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of Slammedenuff, Hardjohn and I are going to be going to Slammedenuff Gatlinburg together.
Slammed enough.
And
be
we
a
are not going
cute
to see
date.
Luke while we're there.
Oh yeah.
are?
Yeah,
Oh
Luke,
yeah.
it's time to
We have to
rendezvous.
pretend like he's not there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We
When
we
is
can walk
Gat-
past him.
October some.
Okay, I have so much time to get my life together. Okay, this is good. This is
Yeah.
great.
We are gonna be matching green paint together.
Whoa, are you?
First, they're matching shirts. Now they're going to be matching
Well,
paints.
We're
Okay.
booking soon, Adam, so I will hit you up about that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Slammedenuff Gat is, in my opinion, the coolest car show week vibe, like, feel that you like of any show I've been to.
It's like a HDay for a.
No, there's way more than 1800. 1800, like, you cannot go 5 seconds there without seeing a car that's scraping on flat ground. Like, literally banging frame driving on flat ground and just throwing sparks always because that's how low it is. Like, people build cars specifically.
I just want to go drive the
Forgot.
Canyon roads. That's like end goal number one.
I
And if
just-
my 240 isn't ready, I will buy a Corvette, drive it down there, forget it, and drive it home and sell it.
Adam is big, rich, millionaire. Luke says Yusuf just doesn't want to ride in a fast car. Yes, because I'm scared. I'm going to go back to my room now.
Mom, I'm scared.
Jamie says green gang. Yeah, respect.
All right,
That's
let's.
true.
Respect.
Should we jump back into the features?
Oh,
I
hey,
like the features.
It's basically half of what we were talking about earlier today.
I like this color.
So
It's
if
on
this was
TV.
diesel, I would try and buy this off you right now because I'm in the market. For
By the way,
diesel.
Adam and I commute one time together, and by the end of the commute, he decides to buy a car.
I'm buying a diesel BMW 5 minutes into
Wait,
driving
you guys
with
commuted
Yusuf.
today?
Yeah, he's going to the airport after this, so I picked him up. For,
Mad intimate.
For this.
That's so cute.
Oh, look at you guys. You're matching, driving each other,
Oh no.
planning
It's a bonding
vacations.
exercise.
We get it. You're upset that you can't be part of the commute.
It's
I know.
all right.
Yeah, come from the West End.
Y'all want to
Ew.
come to my end, please?
Ew.
Ew. It's so rude.
Actually,
Well,
like
we have
your
Meva's.
place.
So
These 335s make good power. 2012, so that's not electric
F50
waste.
is that
N55.
55?
That's N50. F30s roll N55. That is non-electric wastegate. That's a regular wastegate gate.
Waste great.
Waste great.
Wastegate.
Waste-
I actually had one of
great.
these. I had a 2013 F30 335 X-Drive and manual, and I got bored of it in a week.
yeah, X Drive.
Makes 400 wheel.
drive.
It's got like an okay amount of power. Some cool TEs.
Oh yeah, he's got some dinar parts.
Hard John,
Is
stop
there a car out there
dribbling
that
the table.
TEs don't look good on? Because I want to say no.
Wait, what?
You were shaking the table again.
Oh,
God damn it, Hard John.
yeah.
It's like pam 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 over here.
Fee fi fo fum.
I like that we get a video too.
Literally.
We need to play a game like can TEs look bad on something and just
Yes.
start putting them on every car.
Okay, we are going to
Put
buy
on
an
the Grand
office.
Caravan.
Okay, my brother's Caravan is on OG work Kwamis.
Yeah, it
and they
looks
look-
sick.
You can fit an 18 by 9.5 plus 25 on a Caravan, and you could put a 15 mil.
Wow.
I'm not joking on a.
No,
like-
you should be able
big
to,
wheels.
right? They're big bodied.
You know, guys, I want to do a video. I'm gonna spearhead this one. Big wheels on cars that shouldn't have big wheels, and I'm curious, just what like my S15 18 by 12 or 18 by 13, whatever they are, what would they just fit on? Because I fit 18 by 11s on a Prius. Stock body.
We're going to be cutting
Wow.
a lot of fenders in the near future.
I mean, stock.
Let's talk about this car that we have from Meva. I hope I'm saying that right. Has an M2 front end conversion.
I
so
do
that's
like
why it
that.
looks so neat up front and
Yes.
like kind of pointy.
Yeah,
And
A lot of carbon
modern.
fiber.
It looks a lot more modern.
it does look a lot more modern.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Hold on, without looking at the list. Yusuf, can you guess the mods?
Intake downpipe tune.
Nailed it.
CTS turbo something. He's gonna have some sort of coil packs.
No, you're already
What?
too far.
Oh damn! Never mind.
Intake, downpipe, tune, charge pipe, intercooler.
Is it a JB4 tuner?
I don't know what that is.
Probably.
No. Boost mod 2, stage 2.
Oh.
Whatever
Like,
that is.
this is a very clean car.
Hell yeah, it is.
I
That is the sickest
would,
color ever.
Yeah, I would love to drive this thing.
What's
And-
painted?
Oh,
That's
really?
paint?
That's midnight purple, dude. That's fire.
There's
This is a 6th Street car.
There's a wrap
Right?
that's exactly that
is
like
like-
color shift. So
Yeah,
I, figured that's what it
I
was.
think the paint just tops it off.
This is a proper street driven BMW. I think this would be like the perfect street car.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that it's on bags. So at least
Yeah.
it rides bad. It rides bad, but at least your life is in the line of a 1/4-inch plastic tube. But at least you overpaid for it.
Yusuf has undealt with trauma from his air suspension
Because
system.
air suspension tries to kill everybody.
Yusuf needs a nap.
I actually
Yeah.
do. I'm kinda
Anyone
tired.
who buys air suspension has definitely had a blown bag at one.
Rich, you want to come on and give your testimony?
Rich doesn't want to talk about the fact that he couldn't drive here in the winter because his airlines were frozen every morning. So he had to heat up a thing and put it over the
Hey,
airlines.
Adam. But at least your car bounces like that every time you go over a puddle on the road. Hey, man, give them some slack.
This is now an air suspension H.
Okay,
Oh my
so
gosh.
going back to the BMW, super clean. I would drive this every day. This thing is such a beast.
Brother, you drive a Corolla that knocks every day. I think your bar's
All right, I think we need to bring the owner on because Yusuf's going a little crazy right now.
Yeah, let's talk about this thing. I want
becoming
to know
a
what
roast.
happened with the paint.
Don't bring up my Corolla ever again.
Keep my Corolla's name out your mouth.
She loves knock knock jokes.
Meva,
She's-
you here? I hope I'm saying your name right.
Hey, Meva.
No?
Hello.
Meva, my old friend.
Nada? We got nothing.
Oh, hold on.
Did you turn the wrong thing up? Yeah, you did. Meva, you here with us?
Hello.
There it
Hey.
Yo, there we go. Are we
Hey,
saying your
what's up,
name
guys?
right?
It's Meva.
Meva.
Meva,
Okay,
sorry.
okay. First of all, did you just choose midnight purple paint because it's the best paint in the world?
Well, originally I wanted to get it wrapped, but then I came across the opportunity to get it painted,
My man.
and I got it painted instead because I had to get rid of all the door dings and everything. So that's why I had to get it painted instead.
I respect that decision immensely. It looks so good.
Thank you for not putting
Thank you.
wheels that everybody thinks are real, but they're really reps on a Euro car. We all know what brand we're talking about.
The teehees.
No. It's a wheel.
We can't
brand.
say names.
I'm not gonna say names, but yeah.
What kind of work goes into an M2 front end conversion? Like that? Is that the full, like the front bumper and everything is all M2?
Yes, the front bumper, the front lip is the OE M2 front lip.
Did you have to toy with the fenders to make that work?
No, it actually bolted right up.
What?
So it's always been, because this is the 335 luxury model. So it had that weird luxury front end, and I never wanted the M Sport front bumper. And in 2020, I came across this bumper, and I was like, you know what? I like this bumper. So I finally changed my front bumper and started modding in 2020.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised more people don't do that front bumper swap.
Yeah, that's
Like
cool.
that makes
looks good.
The fact that it just bolts on is nuts.
because I had the same like luxury with the red stripe on the interior, whatever it is, stock, and like I didn't like the front end at all, and the M Sport just like this looks way better than the M Sport front end conversion.
Right.
And way different.
Yeah,
M
for
Sport
sure.
you see everywhere.
Yeah, everybody has an M Sport.
The comments are really funny right now, by the way. Everyone's asking about your last name. They said that is a, all caps, wild last name.
It's Andrianifahanana.
Andrianifahanana.
Nice.
Oh,
Nicely done,
got it.
Yusuf.
Wow.
Well, hell yeah.
Kim says, I like to move it, move it.
Physical
Yes,
fit.
it's from Madagascar. I'm from Madagascar.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sick. That's wicked. Physical fit. Physical fit.
Jesus Christ.
That's awesome. Do you have anything that's done to the car that we don't like see right now, like with the eye? Like anything you want to mention about it?
I guess the Studio RSR roll cage,
Sick.
and
That's cool.
I think one of my favorite parts that was painted was the spoiler, the CSL spoiler. The whole thing is painted except for the lip that exposes the carbon fiber.
Oh.
So it kind of has that. So when you see the whole car, all you see is the carbon fiber on the trunk. Just on the lip though.
I like that. I think more people that have carbon fiber stuff need to start doing that kind of thing, like half
Blending
paint
it
it
in.
or paint it in a way that exposes a little bit, rather than just leaving, especially like fenders
Hard edges.
and hoods.
Yeah.
Like hoods maybe if right car, but like just an exposed random body panel that looks out of place in carbon fiber. I love when it's like half painted but the
I know.
tiniest bit exposed to be like, yeah, see.
Yeah, like I hate when people just have like a green car, then they just slap an exposed carbon fender, or I like it when they paint it, but then just the vent
Yeah,
is
yeah,
left in like
yeah.
little
Exactly.
carbon.
It's more
Exactly.
intentional, especially for this build too. Like you have the carbon fiber at the back, but it like kind of works with the black color shift color, so it kind of like all blends in.
This is just
together,
such a
which
good
is
street.
nice.
This is just such a good street car in general.
Yeah, execution is 10 out of 10 on this. I love it. So you have any insane future plans? Normally I see these cars,
I
the guy's
mean-
like, I make 800 horsepower, but it's ready for more.
Well, I think what I want to do next is wide body.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Whoa.
I think that's what I want to do next. You know, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I do plan on keeping this car from here on out.
Nice.
I respect that choice.
Nice.
That's wicked.
Well, hell yeah, dude. It's cool that you came from Civic building and leveled up to this, so hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I kind of regret selling my 99 Civic SI though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. It's the one that got away. I think you upgraded pretty heavily, though.
Yeah, a slight upgrade.
Except for bags, right?
I hate bags. I hate bags.
All right, man. Thanks for submitting your car.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. We really appreciate
What,
it.
what
Thank
issue
you,
you
guys.
think?
I think we have a Euro, but I'm not 100% sure on the themes.
We need to
but,
figure out it.
I
We
think
need to figure it
we'll.
out. Yeah.
We're gonna keep you on our side thing here, and then hopefully slot you in because this thing's pretty wicked, dude.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I-
Thanks for calling in, bro.
Appreciate your time, dude.
All right.
Appreciate you.
you.
See
Thanks a
ya.
lot, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah.
Madagascar.
The
sick.
comments are going crazy.
So one of my good friends, his name is Aki. He has a F3335 non-X drive. He like bangs frame driving on flat ground. Oh,
Yo, I've been waiting for this. Okay.
Sorry,
my mic
Yusuf,
on?
but look.
So
talk
all
about this part
year,
later.
all year on this podcast, I've been talking about there are some people that we owe features that we promised to before that definitely earned their feature. This has been owed a feature since I saw it at SEMA, and it wasn't even last SEMA or the one before. It was one before that. This is my boy Phil Sohn. If you're wondering, this car right here. You
Boost
wanna
and swap.
put this camera. Yeah. This RX-7 is also Phil's, and interestingly, it's not that one we just saw on the screen. This was his
Damn.
build from 2016. This is the magazine I wrote my first feature in, and I brought this from home because we needed some. We don't have any more in the store, but Phil's lost his last two in a house fire, so I brought a
Oh,
couple.
damn.
We're gonna send, thanks to Hard John, we're gonna send those to Phil. But this right here is one of the absolute sickest cars of SEMA in the year that it was there.
that front end is so perfect.
So Phil's got a hell of a lot of experience building RX-7s, as you can probably see by the past and present. And this thing is no exception. This is full of like really cool little detail parts, like mismatches from different brands, rare parts, just like very race proven stuff. Obviously the execution's there. I mean, look at the damn thing. And then there's also some like insanely cool
I know this video.
interior stuff. I think we shot this at the SEMA we were at, but I don't know whatever happened to that video.
Do you know what's something that people neglect to remember about FDs when they see builds? They are so freaking expensive to build. It's not even
Every
funny.
part of this. Look at those taillights, infinity taillights.
I'm saying
Already
even
a
if
fan.
you just want to have like an FD that you just want to like make back to stock, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
If you have one you want to modify, so FDs are just expensive regardless of the direction you go in, and that's something that a lot of people don't recognize about them. So that when a car is done to like this level, like that's like this is a big money build.
Yeah. And it's really cool just to see like how they I got to sit in this thing at the SEMA because we were with Phil, and he's got such cool like attention to drivability. Like all of your internal controls are on one switch pad above the driver, so you can
that's
access
cool.
everything
Nice.
like it's like a friggin' fighter jet.
Does he have a
cockpit.
cup holder?
I don't know if it has a cup holder.
I would actually want to
can't
ask.
remember. Do we have Phil on the phone?
Wait, doesn't the stock center console have a cup holder?
No.
Oh, wow.
Ashtray.
Phil, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, how's it going, man?
How's it
It's
going?
good to talk to you again. So hopefully you saw I brought you some magazines.
Yes.
We're gonna send those your way tonight. But we have one major question: does this thing have a cup holder in all of your driver mods?
It's kind of hard to hear.
We're having audio things
Oh,
again.
again.
Not again. Audio things again. We're coming through the wrong device. Give me 1 sec, Phil.
Sure.
Rested and Busted
It's coming
donated
through that. It's not coming
$3.
through here.
Woo!
What?
Yeah, it's like really muffled.
I said,
Oh, I hear you.
Do you hear me now? Is this
Okay.
better?
Is this good?
Testing. Do you hear me?
Why are you
Please,
whispering?
please keep
Whisper
those
to him.
donations coming in. We need to fix our technical.
yell like this into the studio, you hear me, right?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah,
now.
it's coming through
Yeah.
that phone. It's not coming through our microphones.
okay, we're switching to Bluetooth. Give us a second, please.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, Phil. Sorry about that. We've had technical difficulties all day for some reason.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I hear you well.
All right, this
There
is
we
better,
go.
right? That's better.
Okay, does it have cup holders?
Oh my gosh.
You know, I actually have a panel that I could add a cup holder. A buddy of mine in Taiwan, Evo R, actually made it and sent it to me. But on this particular build, I did not put that on there.
Because in all of my FDRX7 adventures that I've had in my couple, none of them had cup holders, and it annoyed me.
Yeah, it is a problem, but you know, at the same time, these things are kind of made to drive. So,
For sure.
Of course.
I try to make it like simple. Like I try to delete all the buttons, but at the same time have all the functionality of it. So.
Yeah, one of the things I really
So that
liked was
was
that
kinda
keypad. Like you had it all in one location, and all of the controls, you know, simple at a glance. Now, is this still what we're looking at on our screen? Is it as it appeared at that SEMA when we saw you and you had the car there?
Yeah, it's just like that one. Only thing that I changed up was the Rays were not happy with the decals that I made for the wheel.
No
So
way.
it made me change it.
No way.
So yeah, they want me to put the original. Even though I purchased it, but they did give me a discount. So they said they wanted me to add it, and they wanted to actually use it on their catalog. So I made it onto last year's catalog. So I took the decals that I made because I wanted to kind of keep the color combo the same. So
That's fair. That's a worthy compromise to end up in the Rays catalog. That's pretty damn
so
cool.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so that was definitely worth, ripping them all out and putting the decal.
Now, the exterior of this car is probably my favorite part. Like, there's a lot about this that's like fun and drivable. You make damn good power. It's like 450, something like that. Obviously, the drivability stuff on the inside, but just like style-wise, it's quite a mismatch of pieces. You have feed fenders and flares. You have Aria Memia bumpers, diffusers, hood, the socket bomb spoiler. Where are you getting all this stuff?
So I'm a long time FD builder.
No kidding.
So my favorite was the Fujita Engineering body kit from early 2000. So I actually got one. I was one of the first to get it in the United States back when.
Wow.
And I had a feature with Modify Magazine with that body kit. And then my next favorite is the Armia. So for this build, I kind of wanted to kind of combine two of my favorite Japanese tuners, and then use like what I like about the feed and what I like about the Armia. Like what a lot of people don't know is that Fujita Engineering, back in the days, they the Toge competition, Fujita actually won it, and I always appreciated what they did. And it was like a hard choice because, like all the FD kit, you don't have to cut the rear arch on the rear quarter.
Okay.
But the Fujita, you actually have to cut it. And what a lot of people don't know is that on a stock FDRX7, they're actually slightly offset front to back. And what Feed did was by adding their rear quarter panel to widen it up, now you could use all the wheels made by Rays for 350, 370. So your wheel choice actually drastically increased. And then at the same time, the car actually gets leveled into more of like a, like you don't see that slightly higher rear end.
Right, like a straight line silhouette.
Correct. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing that a lot of people don't want to do with these cars is cut it up. But Fiat actually did it on purpose. And I really appreciated their the thought process of getting this car to be really functional and at the same time having all the available wheel choices. Because Ray's made every style in 350, 370.
Like, honestly, this car is just everything that you want an FD to be. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Literally.
To be honest, like, there's no, like... yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 15, 20 bumpers in my house. It's Japanese. I have like 10 plus hoods. I'm a Mazda Speed body part collector.
Right.
Damn.
I mean, I just got really heavily into it. And then like back, I guess like 12, 15 years ago, I was tracking the car like, once or twice a month for about 4 years. And during that time, I experimented with different suspension setups. And so like, I'm kind of trying to combine all the experience that I had over the years. And I'm not a big horsepower guy. I mean, I did have a 3-rotor in this chassis for SEMA 2012. But more you starting to research about the beauty of these cars is that the pure balance aspect of it. So when you start putting different engines and etc., I've driven other people's like LS car, 3-rotor car, but they drive slightly different. Like the weight balance is off.
Of course.
I corner weighted this car, and I was really surprised that it weighted, I think, 2553 with half a tank.
Damn.
So it was one of the lightest I've seen. I think, well, I deleted everything out. I mean, there has no OEM wiring harness. It's run through Haltech Nexus R5 with PD16. So it's a PDM system controlling everything. So that really saved a lot of the weight, I think. And then obviously, like, the intercooler radiator setup is slightly smaller. But I'm currently having slightly opposite problem where if I'm at dead still, because I couldn't put two big enough fans to cool it, but when I'm driving, because it's completely sealed, it actually cools too cool. So
yeah, I have the same issue on my FB.
I'm sorry?
I have the same issue on my RX-7 too right now. I overcool.
Yeah, so it's running on an EWP Davis Craig 150, and I think I just kind of need to play around, and I'm planning to add, I hate to put a fan in the front of the radiator, but I think I have to do it just to control, because I think it's going to slow down the air when I'm actually going at a higher speed, and then when I'm at low speed, I could get it to kick back in to kind of compensate the two.
Now, are you still tracking this thing? Do you still visit the track every now and then?
I do, but now I got into like the Nissans, and I just picked up a 91 NXX, so that's gonna be my next two projects.
Oh, dude. You're gonna take this ethos into an NSX? That's already got a feature for like the next year.
I don't know. I don't think so. I just picked it up like last Friday.
Yeah, give it a minute. Give it a couple days.
I haven't actually picked it up. I just bought it.
So as a Mazda Speed collector, do you have Spirit or Recaros yet or no?
So I did, and I lost it in the house fire.
Oh, no, sorry to hear about that.
Man,
yeah,
that's brutal.
Yeah, so that was it was a mint set that I had it since probably like 2010.
Okay, so before they were about $1 million, yeah.
Yeah, it was before. It was quite expensive. Yeah, so that was actually very sad thing that happened to me is I lost all my features, and that was another reason I ordered my feature from, I guess, 2016. I lost that and all the other features that I had because it was in my office, and that's where the house fire started. And we weren't in town. We were actually in Florida for spring break for my son.
No. That's scary.
And yeah, so luckily my neighbor adjacent to my house saw the fire at 1:30 in the morning, and he's actually a heavy sleeper, and he happened to wake up and looked outside and saw the fire. So, but luckily all the cars survived.
Hell yeah.
Water down. But I lost the house pretty much, and we just kind of moved to a new one. So, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Well, glad you're safe, man. Like that's definitely a scary
100%.
Luckily, we can replace the magazines. I cannot replace the Spiridar Recaros under any circumstance, unfortunately.
So I have the RZs. I'm a big rare Mazda part collector for this specific car. So I do have a pair of RZ seat. Actually, I have 2.5 pairs of RZ seat, and I thought about just recovering one to like a Spiridar, but I don't know.
Spiridar Recaros, for reference, for our audience that don't know about those seats, they're red factory Recaro X Mazda with a yellow carbon back, kind of like carbon Kevlar.
Mm-hmm.
They go for about 15-20 grand a pair.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's how much. It's not like people are asking, 15-20, like they are selling. Like if you post one for a set for 15-20K, they are selling at that amount like relatively quick.
Wow.
Well, Phil, I gotta say, this car is getting a feature regardless of what
100%.
conversation we had here on the podcast.
By the way, if one of us said, I hate it, I hate this, I hate that car is getting a feature, it deserves it without a doubt.
And that person is getting fired.
You're fired. No, this is
I
a car.
really appreciate that.
With the moment we saw it with, I think it was myself and Mikey that came over at SEMA.
Yeah.
The moment we saw it, I knew that was like a guaranteed feature. It landed in the top 10 editor's choice that year, and it was well deserved. In general, the build quality is exceptional. I've seen it for myself. I've sat in it for myself to see how like driver focused and how much attention to detail went into it. So I really appreciate you submitting it so we can share it with our podcast viewers and the audience here and even everyone in studio who hasn't seen it up close like I have. Thank you very much, man. And
thank you so much.
We will certainly be in touch. Also, your magazines are on the way.
Yep. I'll put some
thank you so much.
some special little goodies in there for you.
Yeah, Harjan's gonna hook it up.
Thank you guys so much for having me on, and also featuring this car. I really enjoyed the last feature, and that was awesome of you guys to let me do that too. So thank you.
The pleasure is all ours, Phil. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you,
man.
Okay.
Like his car is kind of the benchmark of what like a perfection build should be, and like I don't really know how to say there's not much to say about it other than just look at the photos,
right?
Because there's so much going on, but everything for some reason, like everything looks like it belongs.
What you don't see a lot of is the interior. Like there was one photo of the interior, but when we go into like the full in-depth feature,
for sure,
and you see like the way it's tailored around drivability, like that is a driver's car, and that's what the FD was made for. It really like checks all the boxes for me. I wish I fit in the damn.
I was gonna say, like I was, like I've had 2 FDs. I've had a lot of cars. For the audience that doesn't know, I get really bored really quickly. But like I've had 2 FDRX7s, both 93s, both right-hand drive. They're tiny. I'm like 6 foot exactly, and like I was on the cusp of I couldn't comfortably wear a helmet in the car, for example.
Before we move on to the next feature, I want to shout out to the people dropping the, what do we call these? Are they super chats? I don't know what they are. The donations on our YouTube channel are popping off.
Shout out GT Tango.
So Rusted and Busted, Luke Scalicious, the homie, Box N1, and GT Tango.
Shout out
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate that.
Box N1. Shout out Box N1.
Shout out.
There we go.
Yeah,
Just
thank
for
you all.
guys.
Shout out GT Tango.
Luke is always OG.
Yo, Gus is an MVP. You guys need me to send you 2023 photos for Phil? I still have them.
Nice.
Photo shoot done.
I was gonna shout out Rusted and Busted because he not only started the whole trend here, has been at every single podcast.
For real.
Constantly seeing in the chat. So.
He's another example. He's another example of a build that's a benchmark for customization.
Yeah.
Like that's like
hell yeah.
what customization in a car means. He's another build.
Speaking of customization, let's go on to our final feature of the day. I think it's
Amen,
our final feature
sister.
anyway.
Oh my god, I love it.
What?
What?
That's so fun.
I love this.
Those seats
By
are
the way,
insane.
You are in.
I know I
aura.
don't fit in this car, and I love
Okay,
it.
you know a car.
Actually, I might.
You know a car is
we
sick.
would fit in it. We definitely fit in the
You think
Scion.
so?
Yeah.
You know a car is sick when the seats are worth more than the chassis that they started with.
The spare tire, full-sized actual wheel.
Oh.
This is great.
IQR.
This
You're in. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah,
You're
this
in.
has to go. This
It's
is
ballin'.
so friggin'
the
cool.
IQR badge is so cool.
Wait, is this Team Emotion I'm seeing?
I feel like this is like.
That's crazy.
Is it?
Wait.
No, hold
Yep,
on.
it is Team
Yeah.
Emotion.
Wait.
It
I'm
is.
so confused. They have
No,
an
this checks out.
IQR badge and like a GTR inspired front end, but it's technically a Toyota.
Is this an actual Veilside kit? Adam, you're the...
I'm on the spec list right now just to dig
Is
this out
it?
of
Because he
there.
has a Veilside interior.
I like how for horsepower they put
subwoofer.
less than 100.
Oh my god, there's a subwoofer inside of the
Subwoofer.
spare tire.
Okay,
You're in.
listen.
Let's just start with
listen
that.
carefully to the
I love
exterior mods list because I'm already floored. Austin Martin yellow kangaroo paint. Veilside Premier 4509 IQR carbon fiber complete 8-piece kit. Scion 10 series illuminated emblem. Where's
I love
that?
this.
This is phenomenal. This is so much more than I expected when I
Blitz
saw
oil
it.
cap.
I love it.
When I saw the photos, I'm like, okay, an IQ with, some neat colors and some little accessories and bucket
Yeah.
seats. No, this is like fully.
And by the way, imagine doing 40 miles to the Gallon on your way to the car show. You put $18 in, you're like, ooh.
Veilside pedals, Veilside combat steering wheel. Who are you?
That's nice.
This is sick.
I feel like this is
Nice
one of those
steering wheel.
builds that started out as like, oh, this is going to be a really funny, like fun daily driver.
Yeah.
And then they slowly turned into, shit, I need another daily driver.
Yeah.
I would still daily this. Those are Veilside. Those are real Veilside seats painted with the Austin Martin.
Yeah, that's
paint.
why I wouldn't daily this car
This is
because the
crazy.
seats are worth more than my daily.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I love this.
This is a guy
I
you'd
love
see
this.
on the playground, and he tells you that his dad works at Veilside. It's
But then it actually.
yeah.
Imagine getting picked up from elementary school in this on that note. That would be sick.
Do you know how rare that body kit must be?
Do you know how expensive that body kit must be?
Seriously,
Must be insane.
it's rude to ask, but I want to be like, how much? How much was this?
Well, lucky for you.
P2 fabricate custom intake kit, Blitz advanced power air filter. Okay, let's talk to Viet right now because I need to know. Not costs. We're not going to ask that stuff. Viet, you here with us?
I have questions.
Yeah, I'm here.
Dude.
Can you guys hear?
Yes.
how's it
Can
going,
you hear
man?
us? Because first of all, this rocks.
We love your build.
This is awesome.
Thank you. By
So,
the way, it cost more than the car did itself.
That's so sick.
okay, so what other builds have you done in the past / do you currently have that inspired this one?
I was known for my Scion XB build. I've been showing motion since 2008. And then I saw this car in the Veilside booth at Tokyo Auto Salon in 2011 and then fell in love with it. Then I saw the car because they rebadged this car as the Aston Martin Signet in Europe.
Oh my
it was-
God, that's what's going on. I knew this was like a familiar face.
Yeah. So then I saw this car in Italy when I was over there. And so then I realized that I was like, okay, Scion has done so much for me in the past. The brand did a lot for me. And then I saw this car in Japan. And then I saw this car again in Italy. And then I was like, I knew I had to build it. It was just right up my alley, just being in the Scion, showing in the Scion class. So I knew I had to have the Veilside kit. I bought the kit and kind of designed most of the car before even buying the car.
Oh shoot.
That's so cool.
So then, and then I just remember the day that I got the stock IQ, just a little white, quirky little car, and then I called him from a Team Emotion over, and I was like, hey, come look at this thing. And I remember he drove up, and he's like, what the hell is this? I was like, car. And then from there, I showed him my plans, and he helped me get connected with the right people, and we put the car together and debuted it in 2019.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Somebody has commented, Team Emotion has no budget. Harry commented that.
Yeah.
This is clearly true.
I love that you had the vision and then it like really just came together.
I love
at the
just
end.
different builds that are done properly. Because a lot of people try to do, I have a different build, and they rattle can their car on steelies. Like, okay, bro, but like, when somebody has a different build, but like does it so well, I love it. Like,
so perfect. Yeah, I have nothing to say other than this is friggin' cool.
Now, where would it go?
On the road.
In whatever parking spot it wants.
Maybe motorcycle parking.
I caught something during the video that I didn't see in the photos. What is underneath the spare tire in the well? It looks like there's some sort of intentional design.
It's a
under there.
subwoofer.
Shut up.
Yeah. So I had the vision because I wanted to put in as much things in this car as possible to build it for a show car, but I didn't want to fill the entire back up with an audio system. So I wanted to have the spare tire look. It's just a really clean look. So I brought that idea up to Ada at Absolute Electronics.
No
I was like,
way.
And then with the up, and then he made it 10 times, 100 times better than I ever imagined it would turn out, with the 10-inch sub being underneath the spare tire. And then he came up with the idea to mount the amps on the pillars on top. And then he had a fun time because the very first mod I put in this car was the 4-point roll bar, and that's welded into the car. So I didn't have done that as my very first mod. So remember, he was always saying that he was hurting his back trying to.
He's in the comments right now. He says that car owns my back.
Oh, wow.
Huge shout out to Absolute Electronics, because all of the installs I've seen that they do are just really good.
Yeah, this is really good. Can you still hear us? It sounded like there was some breakup there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so Harry says, I hate parking that car at the shows. It's so small. But it seems like everyone loves this as much as we do. Reggie says we're outside. We have a flight to catch, and he's not joking. Yusuf does have a flight to catch.
Are you gonna bring Reggie on the show?
Before I wrap this up, I want to say thank you very much for submitting this and for building this in the first place. This is so much fun. I'm going to find a place to put this in PASMAG.
No, we will.
Because it's just awesome.
It deserves.
It's awesome.
Toyota Lexus. Scion.
We'll
be on here.
Well, Viet, thank you, man. Really appreciate you calling in and talking to us about this thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate your time.
That's
I love
so
it.
Fun. That's so
That is
fun.
fun.
What
That's
a wild
great way to
card.
end it. When I saw it on the sheet, I'm like, a Scion IQ? This is going to be friggin' weird.
Yep. I make an explicit point to not read any of the features. I just read the person's like name in case they have a name that's like harder to pronounce, and I don't read the car that they have because I really just want to be surprised. That made me happy.
Yeah, that was great.
That
what a
would-
killer way to end it. There's your bar, people. If you want to be weird, there's your bar for
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
You got Harry and you got Viet to fight for the weird squad.
With that said, we're going to wrap up this week's episode. I want to thank you all for tuning in as always and for joining us and for commenting and for friggin' donating super shit. Like what?
Like,
Thank
it's so
you.
crazy.
That's
What?
just awesome.
Crazy.
But yeah, we're going to keep doing this every week. We're looking at experimenting with the format. Maybe we're doing features every other week and then going back to some editorial planning, because when we started this was about like a behind the scenes look at how we play an editorial. And spoiler alert, we haven't done much planning lately. We're mostly doing this. That said, there's a little bit of new stuff. Do you want to tell them?
Yes. So, if you guys are going to MPACT May 3rd, we're hosting a TBG live there. So go on to tunerbattlegrounds.com/register and register your car so you can compete at the event. And
TBG Live.
When you win the TBG Live, you get a feature in the magazine.
Keyword when you win, because you guys all better be trying your absolute hardest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, secure your spot. And then I think we were already just looking at it. But yeah, issue 178 is out on the website. So you can pick up your first 2 issues of the year out.
And if you need some inspiration, scroll down. You'll see lots of cool stuff, as you can see right here. Some of the coolest cars we've ever had are already on the covers and around them. And until next week, don't forget to send your submissions in. Reach out if you're not sure about how to submit or if your car should be submitted. We can talk to you in the DMs.
Yep.
Obviously, subscribe on all forms of social media. And if you're here on YouTube, hit that little
Ding-a-ling.
bell ding notification thing, and then you'll know when we go live. But I think we're pretty consistently 1 p.m.
Tuesdays.
Eastern now. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.